Hello and welcome back to the 5 Cent Cigar Newscast. I'm Imani Fleming. Thanks so much for joining us. Today we're coming to you from outside of the Memorial Student Union due to a campus-wide power outage. So please bear with us as we continue to do our best to bring you your URI news. Coming up this week, we have a look into a new Narragansett Undergraduate Scholarship, some updates on the ongoing campus car thefts investigation, a look into what really goes into managing and maintaining URI's greenhouses and botanical gardens, a special Halloween edition of Campus Chatter, and as always, make sure to stick around for your Rhody Sports Corner. With more on the new Narragansett Undergraduate Scholarship, here's Leah Crowley.
URI sits on the ancestral homelands of the Narragansett people. The university is working to acknowledge and address their past through multiple new initiatives, one being the establishment of a new undergraduate scholarship for Narragansett students. I talked to the Admission Office's Director of Special Populations, Debbie Suggs, to learn more.
This scholarship is non-merit. It's not need-based. It's basically you are a tribal member and we recognize our URIs being on Indigenous property, and this is our reparation for that.
Suggs says applying for the scholarship is simple.
Basically, students email me. They say, hey, I'm part of the Narragansett tribe. I say, send me your tribal registration information. And they send it to me and I send it over to financial aid and bam, they have a scholarship. It's full tuition and fees, and there's a stipend. It doesn't include housing or parking or food and things like that. However, the stipend can be applied to that.
Although the university is working on more outreach in conjunction with the scholarship, about 10 students on campus have already been awarded the aid.
According to Suggs, the feedback has been very positive.
I have talked to tribal elders and have called me and talked about how great this is and what a great opportunity. A lot of them have spoken about an opportunity for their kids. And then they'll say something like, hey, am I eligible to finish my degree, or can I do a second bachelor's degree?
As the university continues to work on acknowledging their history, Suggs believes more change is to come.
The great thing is we have a new president who's ready to jump right in this. He's passionate about working with Indigenous people, which means we should be able to see a lot happening around that.
Leah Crowley reporting, 5 Cent Cigar News.
On October 13th, the University of Rhode Island's Department of Public Safety released a statement reminding all students, faculty, and staff to lock their vehicles and remove all personal belongings when parked on campus. This was due to a recent increase in on-campus car thefts. I sat down with Sergeant Thomas Caratea to find out more. An email sent on behalf of the Public Safety Department warned the URI community to take extra precaution when parking in the on-campus lots due to an increase of car thefts.
We've had a couple of recent increases in larcenies from the vehicles. They're predominantly parked in the Keeney lot area. And we've been actively investigating the situation. And we do have some leads, thankfully, to the public out there. But most of those crimes occurred at night and overnight. And basically, they're a lot of a crime of an opportunity theft. So mostly unlocked vehicles and stuff like that, with personal items in plain view.
According to Caratea, there have been major developments since the investigation began, including a number of suspects.
We have some persons of interest that we've located, thanks for the security footage and output from the surrounding community, as well as assistance with South Kingstown Police and Narragansett Police detectives. So we're hopefully moving forward and can bring these people to justice. Just brings more attention to the concerns that we have here on campus with the student population and staff as well.
The Department of Public Safety has taken extra safety measures on campus, especially at night, including more patrolling of the on-campus parking lots.
Increased our patrols, especially around the bike path, but in light of recent events, we certainly have increased our patrols of the parking lots. We've encircled the CPPs to help them, as they're doing things and jump starts and, stuff like that in the lots to keep an eye out for stuff like that.
Students are encouraged to report any suspicious behavior and to remain vigilant in locking their vehicles.
If they see something, say something. That's basically what we've asked. And just to keep everything out of sight, out of mind, lock your doors, lock stuff in the trunk if you need to. And that will help you from not being a victim.
Imani Fleming reporting, 5 Cent Cigar News. URI's Botanical Gardens and Conservatory are open to all community members Mondays through Fridays. With more, here's Madeline Batti, who takes a look at the greenhouses, its staff, and their operational facilities.
One of the university's hidden gems is their greenhouse, and a Carew maintenance crew member tells more on what care goes into them.
Today I'm pruning plants, doing some repotting, and we always try and do some watering. And of course I have to feed the fish and I have to feed the turtle. Today, right now, I'm cleaning off some of the whitewashing. We're getting ready for the winter time, so we try and remove some of the whitewashing to let in some more light.
Carew explains whitewashing essentially helps to maintain the ideal temperature of 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Anybody is welcome to apply to take care of the greenhouses, she says. However, Horticulture Club also welcomes anybody and focuses on a broader range of plant care knowledge.
So Horticulture Club is a lot of fun if, especially, even if it's not your major, if you just like plants and you're interested, it's a lot of fun. You get to grow your own plants and keep them.
Horticulture Club has plant sales throughout the semester, their first one being tomorrow, October 29th, from 2 to 5 p.m. in Greenhouse 111. Brian Maynard, professor of plant sciences, tells more about what horticulture is and how our university's greenhouses started.
Horticulture is when you are using plants to benefit people. It can be for food, it can be for beauty, it can be for mental health, things like that.
Maynard explained that greenhouses and botanical gardens are both considered horticulture. He loves nature and experiencing how it's changed in our gardens throughout the years.
The conservatory was developed by a group of students around 2000. They did it to get course credit. Tore it apart and put it back together with various plants that had been growing in the greenhouses on benches before that. And they created a desert section, and they created a food section, tropical food section, and then an ornamental plant section, and then also the last was they put in a pond, and actually one of my classes constructed the pond.
Maynard is proud to say that they love all the living beings in their greenhouses, which has encouraged them not to use chemicals in there for over 20 years.
We go in and treat the individual plants. We don't use any pesticides in the greenhouse. Everything is biorational. Things like horticultural oil. We'll use a product called neem. And one of our best tools that we use is a high-pressure water sprayer.
With these tools, the people behind the greenhouses have been able to keep the plants happy for the past 20 years and welcome students in every day to enjoy the tropical environment. Madeline Batti, 5 Cent Cigar News.
And now over to Aniekan Okon with your Rhody Sports Corner.
Thanks, Imani. Hello and welcome back to another edition of your Rhody Sports Corner. It's almost as if the last 2 weeks have been a bad dream for the Rhody football team. Their perfect 5-0 start has quickly become a distant memory after the team dropped its second straight game this past weekend.
It was all Villanova from the opening kick. Rams' first possession of the game, a bad snap causes a fumble that the Wildcats recover in URI territory. They immediately capitalized with this 3-yard run from running back Jalen Jackson to put Villanova up 7-0. On their next possession, Villanova scores again. This time, quarterback Daniel Smith finds tight end Todd Summers for the touchdown. Early in the second quarter, Smith finds Rajon Pringle over the top for the touchdown. The Wildcats ran away with this one by a score of 44-0 to hand Rhody their second straight loss of the season.
Entering Sunday, women's soccer had a chance to do something that hasn't happened in 5 years, play in the conference tournament. But it would be a tall task facing the defending 8-10 champions.
Rhody seeking their first win in 11 years against the Billikens. Midway through the first half, St. Louis taking the corner. The cross is headed towards the net, but it finds the gloves of goalkeeper Faith Hutchins. Later in the half, St. Louis in transition, Caroline Kelly finds a streaking Hannah Friedrich who fires a shot that goes right into the hands of Hutchins. Second half, Tiara Gardner almost puts Rhody up with this header, but she misses wide. Rhody had one final opportunity in regulation to score. Here, Hope Centinelo clears it and finds Claire Ross, who takes it and sprints down the left flank before trying to find Gardner. Her cross is too wide and goes into the hands of the goalkeeper. She would redeem herself in the extra time period. Taking a pass from Layla Rosenthal, she fires a shot top corner into the back of the net, to give the Rams a victory and a place in the conference tournament for the first time since 2016.
I don't really remember what happened, in all honesty. I remember getting back onto the field for the first overtime and just our team going, let's just make it quick, 30 seconds if we can, get off the field, get ready for A-10s. I remember Layla Rosenthal looked at me, passed the ball back, and I just said to myself, the only place this is going is the back of the net, and I'm glad I buried it, and we're moving on.
It's actually kind of funny because she's literally been working on that shot all year, right for around that angle, after practice, like always hitting that shot, and obviously it paid off in the right moment. So, I mean, I'm really happy for her. She's been grinding and she's been getting better. She's been getting more play time, getting closer and closer. So to finish in that moment is just huge.
The team will play St. Louis once again in the quarterfinal round of the tournament. We'll have highlights of that one for you next week. And over to Max Ludwig, who has highlights of the men's soccer team's win on Saturday against LaSalle.
URI men's soccer looked to continue their 4-game unbeaten run as they hosted LaSalle Saturday night. We go to the 15th minute. Rhody on the attack as the ball drops to midfielder Jordan Kadua, who takes the first-time shot. The ball deflects off the LaSalle defender and falls to Patrick Ajeman, who puts it past the keeper for his 7th goal of the season. Second half, and Rhody is up 2-0, but LaSalle is on the attack. Rhody right back, Zach Dreyer, tries to control the through ball, which ends up on the foot of LaSalle forward Junior Nair. The sophomore striker cuts in and fires a worldie past Rhody keeper Stefan Schmidt. 2 minutes later, and URI gets a quick counterattack. Rhody forwards Edvin Axelsen and Pat Ajeman play a few 1-2s before Ajeman is fouled right on the edge of the 18-yard box. Axelsen steps up and puts the free kick over the wall and inside the near post for his 3rd goal of the season and Rhody's 3rd in the game. That seals the victory. After the game, Coach Elliott commended his team, but noted they still had work to do.
I mean, I think we've been playing fairly well, but I don't think we played too well tonight. I think LaSalle were very dangerous and caused us a lot of problems defensively. Probably got a little lucky only just to concede 1 goal tonight.
Goalie Stefan Schmidt also felt his defense was important to the team's success.
I mean, we put a lot of emphasis on defending. I think that's what makes us strong. And as they say, offense wins games and defense championships. So that is our plan.
Rhody faces nationally ranked St. Louis in a meeting of the top 2 teams in the A-10 next Saturday night. Max Ludwig reporting, Good 5 Cent Cigar News.
And now let's take a look at the rest of your scores around Kingston. Volleyball went 1-1 this weekend, falling to George Mason before sweeping George Washington this past Sunday. And swimming and diving picked up a pair of wins against Springfield College and the Coast Guard this past weekend. And that's it for this week's Rhody Sports Corner. Back to you.
Now over to Erin Brown with a special Halloween edition of Campus Chatter.
Happy Halloween, Rhody, and welcome back to Campus Chatter. I'm Erin Brown, and today we're going to be flying around campus and asking people what are they doing for Halloween. Let's go. Hello, I'm Erin.
I'm Carolyn.
And obviously, I'm wearing wings. So next week is Halloween. So we're going around and asking people, what is your ideal way to spend Halloween?
I actually am going to Fright Fest, Six Flags, this Halloween, so that's pretty ideal to me. Really excited. My friend and I have a season pass, so really excited for that.
Do you have a costume planned for that?
No, but I do have costumes for Halloween parties. But I'm just going to go in like a hoodie probably to Six Flags.
You got to be ready to run from the people.
Basically.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. It's Erin again. And what's your name?
I'm Aiden.
And what year are you?
I'm a sophomore.
Very cool. So today we're asking people, what is your ideal way to spend Halloween?
With people. That's definitely the answer. Specifics, I can't really help with that.
Do you have any classic Halloween movies you like to watch?
I don't know if it counts as classic, but I know my family likes Frankenweenie, and that's usually what they end up watching. I don't care one way or another, but I like everything.
What's your favorite Halloween candy?
Anything chocolate. Chocolate and not too much nougat.
Thank you. Weird. I'm Erin. What's your names?
Kat.
I'm Amir. Shane.
Very nice to meet you all. So, Halloween's next week. So we're asking people, what is your ideal way to spend Halloween?
I'd say with my friends, just dressed up, watching movies, like candy, all that type of thing.
I want to dress up with my friends and then go around campus and get candy.
Mood.
You got to get in the spirit, you know, Halloween spirit. I like to hang around with my friends, get some candy, you know.
Do any of you guys have costumes already planned?
That's all we have for you this week at the 5 Cent Cigar Newscast. As always, make sure to check us out at RhodyCigar.com and follow us on Twitter at Rhody Cigar. Reporting from Kingston, I'm Imani Fleming. Stay safe, Rhody.